Good morning, girls. It's Stephanie. I just wanted to share with you real quick a tag swap that I'm doing over on the Scrap Beach. I'm trying to move this thing to keep the glare down off of my mat. Lucy, stop. She has to get into everything. She's over there messing with stuff by my Cricut at the other table. Anyways, good morning and happy Father's Day to any fathers who might be listening in the background. Happy Father's Day. I hope you all are treating your fathers and your husbands to a nice day today. I'm tired. I don't know about you guys, but when I start crafting at night, holy smokes, I am just like wired for hours. It's like drinking a whole pot of coffee for me. I am up for hours, and I'm not sitting there thinking about, ooh, I could do this or I could do that, or, on the next project I'm gonna, and then if I use this color Glimmer Mist, not at all. My brain is just, it's like drinking a whole pot of coffee. I can't shut down at night, so I finished this, I don't know what time, 10? 9:30, 10? And was up until 1:30 in the morning, just, not even in here in the craft room working on anything or even thinking about anything, just wide awake and wired. So it's a little, see, look, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. It's a little after 8 o'clock right now, and I've already been up. Look, got my yummy coffee here. And I've got my stuff in the wash machine. But I'm not awake, so this could be dangerous. Maybe I need to start crafting. That'll wake me up. You know what? We should implement craft hour at work. They always say take a 20-minute cat nap during the day at work, and some places, I have yet to find them, actually allow you to do that. And they say it increases productivity because it wakes you up. Maybe those of us who craft should poke our bosses and tell them to implement craft hour, where we just cut and paste and, Glimmer Mist stuff for an hour, and then we're wide awake. And our production soars. Huh. Yeah. Anywho, enough babbling. Oh. No, I'll get into these and then I'll tell you later. No, I won't, because I'll forget. Sherry over at Scrappin' and Rappin', and I'll put her information in the link in the bar thingy down below. She is hosting her very first swap, and it is Christmas in July. It's a mini album swap, and she's doing a challenge with it that it has to be non-traditional colors. You can't do the red, green, and gold, the standard Christmas colors. You can use red, but mix it up with like pink and turquoise and silver. And this is going to be very fun. And I'm not sure when the sign-ups close. I didn't get that far. I just said I'm in. And but I know the mini album is due by the end of July. So we have a month to work on it. So I encourage you all to go over to her channel, and I'll put the link to the video down below, and hopefully you still have, she just put the video yesterday, so I think you should have enough time to sign up if you're so inclined. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So far, I think last count there was 9 or 10 people who signed up to do the swap, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, okay, what do we have in front of me? Tags. I joined my first tag swap. Is it my first? I think so. I made tags to go with my first charm swap. That's what I'm thinking of. Yes, this is my first tag swap. Melinda over on the Scrap Beach is doing what she's calling a scripture tag swap. And what you do is pick your favorite inspirational scripture from the Bible and center your tag around that. And mine is Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not," sorry, I'm trying to read it upside down and over these bumples, "plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." And I love that, because we all need to remember that, me especially. I know sometimes you tend to think of God as that authority figure who's just standing there, kind of like the principal, at your school, if you remember that, how you used to, there's principal so-and-so, and, you were always on your best behavior and afraid to even laugh or giggle around them because you thought they would just smack you with a ruler or something. But that is so not God, and that's sometimes how a lot of us tend to think of him, as that enforcer or that authority figure who's just standing there waiting for you to mess up so they can smack you. And that's not God at all. God is really good, and he loves us, and he wants nothing but the best for us, kind of like how you see your family or your children. He wants us to prosper, and he wants good things for us. He wants us to be happy, and God does have a sense of humor. Trust me when I tell you this. God has a sense of humor. There's a scripture that just popped into my head, and I can't remember where it is, but it says that he who sits in the heavens laughs. And boy, that is so true. He does have a sense of humor. And there's quite a bit to laugh at with us. But anyways, so that was my scripture I chose. Just a little reminder and a little encouragement. The background paper I used from the 2010 DCWV Spring Stack. And this scripture actually came from Dee's Bugaboo Boutique. I will also put a link to her blog down in the description bar below. She does, I think it's every Tuesday. I got this information from, I was watching Mary over at Card Crazy 09. She was making a card and used one of Dee's scripture word art. And I think it's every Tuesday that Dee puts out, and they're free. She's made them free for us to download, and some of them are very ornate, very cool looking, and I encourage you to go check her out. I'll put her link to her blog down below. I used my Martha Stewart butterfly punch and 2 different kinds of paper here, and around the one on the top I just went with my Elmer's gold paint pen and put a little doily over here, half a doily in the corner, some Prima and Recollections flowers, and two of them I curled the little wire thingies, and the rest of them that I cut off, I just used up here to wrap around my fibers, which, look at, this is that yummy glittery trim that I got from Melissa, Honeybee MP, in that rack on Friday. Hey, Melissa! And this is some Martha Stewart seam binding that I just colored with my Olive Vine Glimmer Mist, and some little pearl trim up here. And I just wrapped it around, and then the little ends I just tucked under to make sure that no one gets poked. I went around the edge of all of the tags with Martha Stewart inks, and this was, I believe, from her Halloween collection. I got this on clearance, I think in December at Michael's, and I used moss around the front and the back of the tag, and then around the scripture I used putty. And this is one of the dollar stamps from Michael's, says Faith, and then I put some of the bling right here above it. And the back I just left pretty plain. Used this pretty kind of light green damask print paper that came in a huge pack from, I think it was Tuesday Morning. And I'm not sure of the maker. It might have been Making Memories, but I'm not sure. And I just made a little pocket with the Martha Stewart doily punch here. And this paper is from the Elegant Stack by Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. And I just made a little tag with these little baby shipping tags that Melissa also sent to me in that rack. And I love these. This is so cute. I'm gonna have to go to Staples or Office Depot and find some of those. Perfect size for including your information. And yeah, my brain just shut off. Oh, I glimmer misted the front and the back with Olive Vine, and it's got this real pretty gold shimmer to it. And I wrote my information on the front, and this is little marigold colored ribbon from American Crafts. And I just included it in the little pocket back here, so if they want to use this on another project, they can just take my tag out and insert like a journaling tag or a photo mat or something. But that is my tag. And for the chipboard, I actually use, this is the stuff I was talking about in my recipe swap. It's thin chipboard, but it's not like cereal box thin. It's probably 1.5 times the thickness of a cereal box, and it's very substantial. When you get, I mean, you can, you know, when you get your paper and your glue and all that stuff on it, it's, you know, very thick, very sturdy. And this one, the majority of mine actually comes from, I'm trying to see if I have some here, comes from work. We print out a lot of checks, so check with your payroll department, or if you have any department at your office that prints checks. The check stock comes in like a shirt box size box, and on top of it they have these big sheets of this chipboard, and this stuff is fantastic to work with. This one actually came from it was a box that had cans in it, and I cut the end of it off. It was, you know, pretty big, but you know, it was double stacked, double layers of cans, and this was in between the cans. So if it's not too, sometimes the weight of the cans, it'll warp or dent. You know, you'll have these rings, like you can see the rings from the aluminum, but it's not indented at all. But some of them are pretty warped. So, but this is fantastic stuff to work with. It's thicker than cereal boxes, but not as thick as regular chipboard. Very easy to cut, and I just love it. So I think that's everything. I'm trying to think what I forgot. I told you about Sherry's Christmas in July mini album swap. That's going to be fun. Now that I'm done with this, I can start working on the Christmas mini album. And that's it. Lucy says good morning and happy Father's Day. She's over here trying to climb in my lap, which, okay, oh, see, there's her tail. This is her magical chair. Whenever I get in it, in my craft space, she has to climb in my lap and she goes to sleep. It's not always the best place for a big cat with long hair, because like last night, hot glue and regular glue and stuff falling, so not good. Anyways, enough babbling and rambling from me. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone has a very blessed day today, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.